Alright, so welcome back to my channel, you guys. Today's video, I haven't stopped laughing because I feel like I know what's gonna happen, but I still want to go ahead and try it out. And for today's video, I'm using all creams, no powder. And I know you guys are thinking like, Chichi, aren't you oily? You're about to play yourself. And I'm just like, you know what? I know I am. It's okay. It's okay though. So I had to go ahead and do this video because I want to see what my skin will look like without any powder on my skin. And I want to see the end results. Even though I feel like I'm going to look oily, I just want to go ahead and try it out and see what happens. So yeah, hopefully this video doesn't play me because I'm about to go out and do some errands. And I don't want my makeup to melt off or anything like that. So we shall see, okay? So just go ahead and jump right into this video. Alright, so first things first, I already went ahead and primed my face with the Rimmel Stay Matte Mattifying Primer. I really love this stuff. Like, it doesn't do anything too crazy, but at the same time it's very hydrated on the skin, kind of controls my oils just a little bit, but I've been loving this. But for foundation, I'm using my CoverFX Power Play foundation in the shade G100. This one I love, and I had to go ahead and use in this video because it doesn't separate on my skin and I don't get as oily with this foundation, so hopefully it helps me a little bit today. I'm just gonna put some on the back of my hand and dot it all over my face. And taking my beauty blender, I'm just going to pounce it into my skin and blend everything together. Now, with the fact that I'm not using any powder in this video, I want my base to look as flawless as possible. Because what happens sometimes is my foundation concealer doesn't look that good sometimes. And with powder, you can kind of fix everything. So today's video, I don't have that. I have to make sure everything looks as flawless as possible. Now for concealer, I do have the Fenty Beauty Concealer in the shade 410. And out of all my concealers, I picked this one because it's not too matte and it's not too hydrated and it looks so good on the skin. So I felt it would be good for today's video. So I'm just going to put a little bit underneath my eyes. Not too much today just because I don't want to look crazy at all. Some right here and on my chin. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and blend it out. And this shade is perfect because it's not too light for my skin tone. So it's still going to look natural on the skin and all of that. Which is really good because you want to have like that natural, glowy like look that we're going for. And y'all can see what I mean. It doesn't look too light on my skin. It looks very, very natural. And you guys, I was actually reaching for my setting powder and I realized I can't use it in today's video. So there's that. But moving on to contour, I do have the Sephora concealer in the shade Truffle. This one is not too dark or not too light. It's like a very nice medium like bronzy concealer on my skin. That's the best way to describe it. And I'm just going to dot it on my skin actually. And I don't want to apply too much. And also a trick I learned is when it comes to contouring your skin, you don't want to apply it exactly on your cheekbone. You want to apply it a little bit higher than that. So I do take it a little bit higher than my cheekbone. And the reason for that is because once you blend it on your skin, it kind of gives you like a nice high cheekbone effect. Now, if we contoured right here exactly on our cheekbones and blend it out, it's going to droop down into this section right here and it's not going to look good on the skin. So make sure you put it above your cheekbones and then blend it out. Not even gonna lie to you guys, but my skin is looking really, really good right now. So for this pimple right here and then this one, besides that, y'all, like my skin. Okay, so for blush, I kind of had to improvise because I don't have any liquid blush. So I did go ahead and pick up the Anastasia Hudson liquid lipstick. Y'all, like, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, okay? So I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand, and I picked this shade because it's not too pink or too, like, you know, crazy on the skin. I think it'll be perfect, but let me dot a little bit right here and see what it looks like. I feel like that shade is not too bad. And then I'm just gonna blend it in with a sponge just to make it look a little bit more natural. It is kind of drying fast, so I need to work a little bit faster. I may have low-key played myself because this kind of dried up in this region right here. So I'm kind of struggling to blend it out right now, but yeah, I kind of messed up. Now after beating my face for 3 minutes now, I think it looks a whole lot better. Like, it doesn't look as harsh as it first did. It kind of gives you like a nice little flush on the cheek. So I'm loving it so far. I'm actually loving this whole like cream concept because at first I was like, you know what? I'm going to be looking crazy, but I love how natural it looks. Now for a highlighter, I do have the Tarte Shape Tape. Shape Tape? I do have the Tarte Spotlight highlighter, and you guys have heard me talk about this before on my channel. I really love it because it's so creamy and nice on the skin. At first I thought it was gonna look ashy on my skin, but it's a very nice golden like highlighter and it looks so pretty. So what I do is I go ahead and rub a bunch on the back of my hand first, because I can't just apply it to my skin like that. And then I take my, where's my brush? I take the Morphe M5 brush, and I kind of just rub it into the back of my hand, and then I apply it on my face. And y'all can just tell it is blended into my skin so nicely, and it gives me that like glow from within look that I'm always going for. It is just absolutely beautiful on the skin. And if y'all looking for a very nice highlighter for like a very natural makeup look, I highly recommend this one. So I'm definitely not setting my skin with any setting spray, because I feel like it's going to make me a little bit more dewy, and I don't want any more of that because y'all know I'm oily. So for my lips, I'm using my NYX lip liner in the shade Brown and the Anastasia lip gloss in the shade Vintage. Alright, so it's currently 2:26 right now, and this is what my face looks like. I am so in love with the fresh, glowy, natural looking skin. Like, it just looks so good. But in the meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and run a couple errands. I will be back around 4 or 6 hours. Hopefully my skin doesn't get any worse towards the end of the day, because right now I'm loving the way it looks. So let's go ahead and cross our fingers. Alright, so it's currently 5:49 right now, and this is what my face looks like. You guys, I am so shocked, because I thought by now I'll be a grease ball. I thought my face would be melting off, and everything still looks really good. Like, I look fresh, I look natural, I have like a healthy glow on my skin. And it's just crazy because I think I learned something. When it comes to oily skin, the less you have on your face, the less oily you are. And it's just crazy because I just knew without powder my face was gonna be like, you know, gone by the time I came back, but it just looks so good. So yeah, I don't need a lot of products when it comes to my skin, and the only thing I will say is it is winter time, so right now this situation works for me, but come summertime I know it won't work. And the only other thing is you can't really touch your face, because when you touch your face your foundation transfers. But besides that, you guys, like, everything looks good on my skin. So I am so glad I tried this. I never thought I could do it because I had oily skin, but you learn something new every day, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe on your way out. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one.